Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Lambeau. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Okay, right?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Love. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. On play action, Love to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Love now to pass on first down. He'll complete this one to Watson. Second down and 3. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Catch made by Watson on the out route. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He's got the hook up with Downs. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, Love. Being chased out left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Love, they go play action now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll run it with Jones. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for, because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, trying to put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Howell. It returns it right back to Samuel. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
1st down, Commanders.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw, Howell. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. Then he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Powell. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Another throw for Howell. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Little bootleg here. Howell throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Howell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. But down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, They don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Love. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 6. Love now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw now. Here's Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
To the air again, Love. That's hauled in by Musgrave for a Packer touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end and those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Commanders back out late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And Howe will throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Foul to the air on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Packers' 25-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
This 2nd and 4. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And does a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now he'll look to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Al down to throw it. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Here's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Love. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Love looking to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action with Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And once more, Howell back to the air. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
First down, Howell to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Howell. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his 1st carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Back to throw, Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Howell from the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Sam Howell, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
17, Packers 10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
1st down, Love to pass. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10. Love from the gun. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Love now. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Now Love. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Love. It throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Second down, goal to go. Love with a give to Dillon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Love looking to throw it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Finding Samuel. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Howell. He's got McLaurin. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Powell to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Powell, another throw on 2nd down. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Powell, he'll look to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now an all rest on the right foot of their kicker. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. From the left hash, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. And fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.